Hello, I'm Samantha Luca. I'm in secondary English, and this is my empathy library contribution. The very first book I ever owned was Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. It was a gift from my father on the day I was born. He bought it at the gift shop while I was in the NICU, and he began reading to me. And before I was old enough to even remember, it'd become a routine. Every night, he would take me on these little adventures through stories, into forests, over mountains, and across worlds filled with dragons and wizards. I remember the feeling of comfort and guidance pushing me deeper into the books. Winnie the Pooh in particular became a frequent returnee because of my love for its simple adventure and the tender love it felt like when hearing it read aloud from my father's lips. Even though I couldn't explore the world as freely as other kids, he made sure I could explore it through books, and that love of reading followed me into high school. For a long time, I was the student with a book hidden in my lap, lost in a story instead of paying attention to the lesson. But one day in secondary 2, an English teacher named Mr. Barre changed everything. He asked us to read aloud from The Crystal Cave by Mary Stuart. I remember sitting there listening to my classmates' voices as they brought the words and the world to life. It reminded me of my father's bedtime stories. The Arthurian legend made me feel that sense of wonder again, the thrill of knights, quests, and magic, pulling me completely into another world. And in that moment, school and social life blended together in a way I'd never felt before. The classroom felt alive with story, and I was completely immersed. That moment shaped the kind of teacher I want to be. I hope to give my students that same opportunity, to read aloud, to share ideas, and to enter new worlds together. I want my classroom to feel like a space where students are comfortable enough to merge their social and academic lives, where their voices and perspectives are welcomed, and where learning feels like an adventure worth taking. I imagine my class full of kids laughing, debating, and enjoying meaningful conversations. I want to walk into the room and feel their energy. Students immediately engaged, maybe even excited for the lesson to come. But I also know that not everyone is ready or willing to participate out loud. For those students, I'd want to provide another way, like writing their own ideas down, so I can see their understanding and give value to their perspectives. That way, every student, even the quietest ones, has a voice in the conversation. Of course, I know creating that kind of space comes with challenges. Some students may push boundaries or see classes more social than academic, and I'll admit I can sometimes be too willing to set aside my lesson plan if meaningful conversations arise. But I believe those moments can be powerful. And with the right guidance, students can learn the importance of listening to each other, of respecting perspectives, and connecting literature to their own lives. Ultimately, I hope my students leave my class with curiosity and respect for ideas, both their own and others. And I hope that one day they'll read to their own children and rediscover the world through innocent, wondering eyes, just as my father once gave that gift to me. Thank you for listening.